Hello students, Namaskar. Welcome to Career 360. This episode is mainly meant for those students who are looking for doing a very good MBA program. A lot of you obviously would want to get into one of the IIMs and one of the better these schools. So what we're looking at now is the management schools that are housed or are operating from the IITs in India. There are 7 IITs which also offer an MBA course. And all the 7 MBA programs from these IITs are ranking in the top 100 in the country. What we're going to discuss today is one of those these schools which is operating from the IIT Kharagpur. It's called VG Som, or the Vinod Gupta School of Management. Vinod Gupta is a philanthropist. He graduated from IIT Kharagpur itself in agricultural engineering in 1967. He first established in 1993 by giving a $2 million donation to establish the B school at IIT Kharagpur. And later on, he kept supporting it till now. The conversation is that he's contributed about $6 million to ensure that the B school keeps working for its objectives and mission. So, what we're discussing today is VG Som, which is IIT Kharagpur, as I said. Now, what is the basic data that you have for VG Som at this point in time? It was established in 1993 by Vinod Gupta. VG is Vinod Gupta School of Management, right? It's a constituent college of IIT Kharagpur. The overall ranking at NRF, which is by the Government of India, Ministry of Education, is 19. So it is 19th best B school in the country according to the Government of India. In the Career 360 ranking, we rank as 12th best in public, which obviously means about 20 all India, in my opinion. The total students that the campus has as of 2023 is about 349. The reason why we are talking of 2023 is because we always take official data, and the last available data is the NRF data, which is submitted for 2023, of which about 83% students come from outside the state, and they have a decent, about 3 students also come from outside the country. Now, one more thing that you must look at is this faculty numbers, 27. So for a 349 that you actually deal with a 27 faculty, it means that the faculty-student ratio is about 12.5, 13, which is a very good faculty-student ratio. Again, I come back to the NRF data and tell you how the placements, the kind of intake, the quality of intake, and the placements are happening. Again, I'm saying this data is submitted to the Government of India, Ministry of Education, Government of India. It is submitted for National Institutional Ranking Framework. In the academic year 22-23, the intake was 263, which means that the intake capacity has increased over the last couple of years, right? But if you look at the total students also, there are 349 students in the campus, of which 302 are boys and 47 are girls. So that gender diversity ratio possibly here is very bad. By the way, this normally happens in anything which is offered by an engineering college, a primary engineering college, because engineering courses largely a lot more boys appear for that as compared to the girls, especially because of the core engineering, right? But in all, you essentially are dealing with about 349 students. And we come to the placement at this point in time. In the year 22-23, right, there were 150 students who graduated, of which 150 students were placed at 24.5 lakh rupees median salary. We talk of median salary here, which means we're talking of about 97-98% placement of the students who graduated as MBA from IIT Kharagpur, VG Som, and the median salary is 24.5 lakh. And the median salary seems to be increasing year on year. And this is based on, again, data that is submitted to the Government of India. If you look at this data here, you'll understand that the placement percentage has been about 90%, 100%, and 97%. But the median salary has been increasing from 19.2 lakh. In 21-22, this is a COVID year, it fell a bit. But in the last year, you're dealing with about 24.5 lakh rupees median salary, which means the growth of median salary is good, which also means that the kind of companies that are coming for placement here also seem to be increasing, and the school itself seems to be very aspirational for lots more companies to come and visit them for placement purposes. And if you look at this every single year, now when I talk of the placement, this is also very important for you. The highest CTC at VG Som has been 37 lakh rupees. Right, the average CTC is 20.83 lakh, right? The top 10% average CTC, the top 10% offers that are there is again 31 lakh, which is also very good. The top 25% is about 27.45 lakh average, and the top 50% average is 24.48 lakhs. I talked of the median salary, which is about 24.5 lakh. That average and the median salary seem both on convergence in terms of the way it is working out. Now, this is very important for you because good B schools place the students not just in marketing and all, but they also, are placed in strategy, consulting, operations, logistics, BFSI. And it's very important for you to understand the kind of roles that the students or the kind of companies that are coming in, the kind of roles that are being offered to the B school. And that also defines the kind of B school that you're dealing with. When you look at this particular B school, 29% students are being placed in strategy and consulting, which is extremely good. Then BFSI is 22%, supply chain and operations 20%, analytics is 7%, others is 8%, and sales and marketing is just 4%. I'm not saying that sales and marketing is bad, but when you actually have an overwhelming number of companies that are coming and recruiting only sales and marketing people, there's a question mark on that. A good B school should actually have all kinds of roles being offered in equal proportion. And ideally, if it has to lean somewhere, it must move towards strategy, consulting, operations, and product management. That is what this B school seems to be doing, which means that the kind of companies that are coming in, the kind of students that are being selected for the roles that they are being offered is very, very good for this particular B school. Whenever we talk of placement data, we always try to corroborate that with either government data or third-party data, because obviously institutions claim what they want to claim. But it's important for us as a journalist to ensure that the data is accurate, correct, so that you can take the right decision. So the kind of companies that the BG SOM claims on its website that come for placement are Accenture, Deloitte, ICICI Bank, Berger Paints, Infosys, Tyler Analytics, Wipro, Wells Fargo, PwC. So you have all kinds of companies. What we did was we tried to compare that with the kind of data that's there on LinkedIn, because we were looking at all the students who studied at BG SOM at IIT Kharagpur, and what are they doing, where are they working, and what kind of roles are they working in. So when we looked at that data, it was very interesting of how it came out. In all, 1,299 alumni were found who studied at BG SOM and were found on LinkedIn. So about 1,300. Take it as 1,300. So where are these 1,300 students working? And it will give you a broad indication of how the kind of companies that come for placement, as much as the kind of roles that they perform. In all, when we looked at that data, of the 1,300, 31 are currently working in Wipro, 28 in Accenture, 33 in Deloitte, 23 in Amazon, 2 in Cognizant, and 15 in IBM. But if you look at the number of people who worked at any point in time in any of these companies, in Wipro, 123 students worked. In Accenture, 92 worked. Deloitte, 79 worked. Amazon, 68 worked. Cognizant, 60 worked. IBM, 56 worked. Which essentially means that all these companies were going for placement at some point in time at BG SOM. And because of which so much placement actually happened. If you also carefully look at this, for example, a very interesting thing as I was, going through the data, I would realize is, of the 60 who joined, worked at Cognizant, only 2 are currently there, which means the kind of turnover that Cognizant has is very, very high. People don't stick with Cognizant. That's one reduction that you can see. So you can actually understand the kind of retention that the companies have, the kind of quality of workplace that the companies have, that they can retain good employees. Right. But having said that, these are the kind of numbers that you're dealing with. Right. And moving to the next level also, ICICI Bank, 49 worked and 99 continue to work. Titan, 35 worked and 9 continue to work. Tiger Analytics, 34 worked and 15 continue to work. EY, 31 and 12. PwC, 28 and 14. And Wells Fargo, 16 and 6. So most of the companies that you saw there, which was being claimed by the institution on their website, it seems to be correct because all those names are there here also in terms of the students claiming that they're right now working there or at some point them worked there. We also looked at the kind of mobility of the students. Good institutions, when they put their students into the marketplace, the students keep growing up the ladder in their career path. And because of that, they start moving out of the country. They start moving out of small towns to big towns and cities and metros and all. And they work all over the country and also possibly all over the world. Of course, remember, this is a very young B school, 1993 established. And the number of alumni that you have also is very, very small. But with that sample, small sample also, you realize that about 95% of the students work in India, which also means that 5% of the students have managed to, gain global roles and have moved outside of India. And that's a decent number for a very young institution. And then of this 95% also, about 70% work in Calcutta, about 13% work in Bangalore, which is a startup hub, and you would see Accenture, Wipro, Infosys, all these companies are based out of that. About 10% work in Delhi and NCR, which also means that the startup hubs that you have in Noida, Gurgaon and Delhi are seem to be working here. In Mumbai, about 7% students work. In Haryana, about 5% students. In Hyderabad, about 5% students work. So the students who studied at BGSOM and have taken up some roles in any of these companies are working all over the country and also beyond the country. So when we look at that, why do we recommend BGSOM? It's a very good option. If you're getting into one of the top B schools in the country, one of the IIMs, the top 7-8 IIMs, please go ahead and deal with that. But if you're not getting into the top 7-8 things, BGSOM possibly is a better option than some of the baby IIMs that have come up in the market. And for sure, it's a better option than many of the private B schools that are there in the market. At a 24.5 lakh median salary, about 98% students placed, but 5% of the students having global roles. The best of the companies, the largest of the companies coming for placement into the institution, and it being a part of IIT Kharagpur, which means the multidisciplinary learning happens a lot more in these places than pure-bred IIMs. It is a very, very good option for you if you are looking at doing your MBA program. I hope this works for you. If you want us to cover any more B school, please comment on this below this video, and I'll try to do that for you. If you have any question or a larger issue that you want me to take it up, I'll also do that for you. And last request from my side, please subscribe to this channel so that you can keep getting information which is based on authentic data so that you can take a more informed decision on a very, very credible platform. Thank you so much. Namaskar.